Okay, so welcome to our webinar. This is actually our second webinar. If you haven't seen the first one, we've posted it on YouTube and we have a link in our bio. So if you're watching this and you haven't seen the first one, feel free to check that out. We're so excited to be hosting another one with some more amazing organizations. Some people weren't able to join at the last one, so we're happy you guys can attend now. So I just wanted to do a quick little get to know me. Sorry, I'm checking the chat. Okay. Yeah, guys, everybody feel free to introduce yourself in the chat, by the way. Um, but yeah, I just wanted you guys to get to know me a little bit. I'm Andra Campos. I'm the founder of Project Connect. I started it because I really wanted to create a place where youth organizations and people trying to just help their community in general could have a place to grow and flourish. So I'm really happy that so many people are partaking in this and making a greater sense of community. So Project Connect is a website forum, like I mentioned, that's dedicated to helping motivated students find like-minded individuals to start their passion projects or even just attend and volunteer at new ones. So on our website, you can advertise your own project to find others to join or collaborate with. If you're your own youth organization, you could definitely go make a post on our website if you haven't already and recruit volunteers. So why start a passion project? Passion projects are more than just extracurriculars for you to add on your college application, although those are amazing extracurriculars as well. They're a way for you to show your impact or share something to the world around you that you're passionate about. Matter what your interest is, no matter how niche it is, you can always do something with your passion to demonstrate what you're interested in and making a difference that you hope to make. For example, I started Solus Nonprofit. Some of you guys may recognize that account as well. And it's a nonprofit dedicated to helping outdoor workers manage sun safety because they are at a high risk for melanoma. It might seem very niche, and there's not too many organizations focusing on sun safety for outdoor workers, but no matter how niche your project is, you can always do something with it. And just remember, if to those of you who are watching to start your own passion project and get some inspiration, that your project does not have to have a huge impact, such as curing cancer or solving world hunger. You could definitely just start something that you love to do and that you want to share with others, or just get more hands-on experience and explore what you're interested in. There's so many opportunities out there, so whether you start your own passion project or you join into another organization, such as some of the organizations we are presenting, you will be able to make the change you hope to make. So we just wanted to have this little networking segment. It would be great if every organization could send their Instagram in the chat and connect. So you guys could follow each other, possibly collaborate if your missions align. So this is a really great opportunity for you all to do that if some of you don't follow each other already. And while you guys are doing that, I want to show you the order really quickly. So here are the first 8 presenters we're going to be having. And we have some more. And then we have one video presenter as well. So first we have the kaleidoscope. If you guys have joined, just let me know so I could let you share your screen.
Hi, so we have joined already.
Okay, great.
Okay, so can we share our screen now? Okay. So can we start right now?
Yeah, of course. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, great. So hello everyone. So I'm the representative of the Kaleidoscope and I'm Eva. So today we are really honored to be able to share our experiences and meet all different sorts of founders here. So let's get started. So who I am, I'm Eva, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Kaleidoscope. So I'm from Hong Kong, and I'm currently a college student majoring in English language and literature. And I founded the Kaleidoscope since 2022, which is during my second year of high school. So who is the Kaleidoscope? So we are a global youth organization dedicated to promote awareness of cultural inclusivity, mental health, and youth trends for youth empowerment. And here's a little exclusive spoiler. So we actually also run a magazine, and we will be hosting an internship program and a cultural summit soon. So stay tuned for collaboration opportunities and also chances to work in our organization. So the Kaleidoscope team is a really huge team, and we have 44 members from 15 more countries. So you can see from the country list below, we have members from all different kinds of continents and countries, etc. So our team is really diverse. And good news, we are actually expanding soon. So here's an introduction to the main point of the Kaleidoscope's regular series. So our organization has regular series for our 3 focused areas, including into the Kaleidoscope for culture, because culture is very diverse, like a kaleidoscope with many colors, right? And then for fragments of feelings, this is for the mental health, because fragments is something that people would usually associate with destruction, but actually feelings could be something beautiful instead of something emotional and sad. So we wanted to break the stigma of mental health. And then for Beyond the Labels, it's for youth trends, because we want to destigmatize a lot of different stereotypes for Gen Z. And because Gen Z is such a fun generation with all sorts of different youth trends. So it would be really fun to explore these topics in depth. And these regular series usually have a lot of different interviews conducted with Gen Z or experts, and also all different sorts of people from that field. So it's really interactive, and we want to educate people with a fun manner. Okay, so that's enough about us. Let's talk about you. So I know that some people here are looking to start a passion project, and I've also viewed the first webinar of Project Connect forum, and here are some tips that I haven't seen a lot of people doing. So and it might be a bit of a harsh reality. So for the first tip, I wanted to say that being a founder means that you have to get ready to juggle with a variety of skills. For example, since I've been a founder, I've actually learned digital marketing, SEO, search engine optimization, graphic design, and then entrepreneurship, and then like HR, and then also researching, writing, etc. Because when I started, everything has to depends on me. So when you are a founder, you have to get ready to learn all sorts of different skills. And even if you have a team, don't assume that you don't have to learn that skill. Because, for example, I got ghosted by my first graphic designer. So I learned graphic design within a week, starting from scratch. And then for the second point, don't start a passion project if you can't handle the pressure. There are a lot of different pressure. You might have a different like self-comparison between you and other organization. You might have pressure of handling a lot of people in your team or irresponsible staff. That happens a lot of times. And thirdly, I think that's the most important thing I wanted to say is never lower your standards for people, even if you are a new organization trying to recruit people. Because if you try to recruit every single people from your like application form, if you are a new organization, there will always be irresponsible people, and at the end it's always you who's doing this stuff. And last but not least, try to reach out, try to connect with the founders of these different organizations, because I felt like reaching out is just the bare minimum. They will provide you with a lot of valuable advices, so be brave and reach out to them. So here are the really last words. So remember to be consistent when you're running an organization. Treat that as a community, not just a title on your CV. And stop waiting for the perfect moment to start, because the perfect moment never existed. Also, a little advertisement, we are actually hiring. So if you're interested, feel free to check out our organization Instagram. So thank you so much, and remember to follow us and join our Discord community. And we can't wait to connect with all different organizations. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for that presentation. It was amazing. So let me just go ahead and share my screen and show you guys the sequence. So next up, we have Dear Healthcare. If you were already on the Zoom, it would be great if you could share your screen.
Hello, I am here and I'm going to try screen sharing. We'll see how that goes. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to see if it works on slideshow because sometimes it doesn't. Can you see the slideshow?
It says loading.
All right, let me know if it doesn't load because it doesn't work sometimes. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna, it's just not loading. I have an alternative because I can zoom out and just present that way if that's okay with you.
Yeah, of course, whatever works for you.
All right, I don't know what's wrong. It's like every time we try something new, it never works. All right, this is our team. So Joya is our website creator, our translator and updater, our podcast assistant, infographic creator, and our hiring manager. So she does all that. Shania is our advertiser, the content manager and scriptwriter, the podcast assistant, and I'm over here. I'm basically the Instagram manager and the infographic creator. Moving on, this is our cover artist here. She made this beautiful icon, as you can see. Natalie is a podcast assistant as well, and she does script writing, feedback, cover designing, and outreach. And of course, Alondra is our beautiful podcast manager, our host, and our editor. This is our background. So basically, we wanted to be able to do something that allowed all of us to collaborate efficiently and effectively in a way where we could all have the resources and still achieve our goals relating to healthcare and the medical field. We wanted people to see all the things we were and learn about this field that we all collectively are very interested in, also so that we could be motivated throughout the whole process. We hope to create a change among the general public and hope people are more aware about things that are happening that aren't rarely discussed, and to break the wall between them and the field of healthcare, which to many is shrouded in mystery sometimes. In short, we wanted to raise awareness for things we are passionate about and help people become more knowledgeable so we can make the world a better place. All right.
Hi, my name is Joya. This is a collaborative project that is virtual and meant to spread awareness about healthcare topics and issues through the following. We have an Instagram page which aims to promote our other activities and spread further awareness where we can have the most outreach, such as infographics and advertisements regarding our content. We have a website which is to serve as a central hub where people can find more information about the topics we cover and about us. We have a podcast both on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and its goal is to bring this information in a way that is fun and accessible, engaging people to discuss our topics. We also have workshops where we strive to educate people to talk to an audience on a personal level about important aspects of medicine and teach them about certain fields.
Hi, my name is Natalie, and I'll be telling you a little bit about our process. So, to start this organization, we first planned out everything, including our schedule, and we created a timeline, which you can see on the right. We also began to start working, so we created our website, our Instagram, and our podcast series, which we're on our second season right now. Additionally, we're continuing to produce content. This includes several posts on our blog, on our website, Instagram posts, which are we have many series coming out, including a film series, and as well we have many podcasts as we're on our second series. Our release dates are still coming, but like I just mentioned, we have a second series coming out, and there's still a lot more content to come. If you want to look at the right, there's a few dates of our milestones, but our beginning was quite a few months ago, but since then, we've come a long way.
Okay, so there's a lot of steps that we have yet to accomplish. So we're just going to start our second season very soon. And we're also looking for any sort of collaborations or interview, or if we can interview anyone, that would be great. Please reach out. Of course, we have an Instagram. We're trying to expand our organization, try to create some reels and posts that it would be fun to look at. We're working on our website, and we're just like trying to put up some blog posts and podcast transcripts, which are translated, by the way. And we're working on some workshops that we can host to maybe spread more awareness and educate people, again, at a more personal level.
So these are volunteers currently. We have a blog writer, Miriam. Jasper is our other blog writer. And of course, Abhishek, he's new, but I believe he's an infographic creator that will be training soon. And of course, this is our slideshow. So thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you so much for presenting. That was an amazing presentation. Next up in our sequence, we have a Welcoming Hands FB. So if you're available and you can share your screen, that would be amazing.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so hi, I'm the president of A Welcoming Hand. I founded it this year. A Welcoming Hand is meant to support the unhoused community. We do this by hosting donation drives and by crocheting toys to provide people with comfort. A crucial part of our organization is providing youth with volunteer opportunities. The majority of the youth that we reach out to are high school students, and a lot of them are from the San Fernando Valley area. And the pictures below are some Easter baskets that we created with some handmade crochet toys. Why we started. Our organization was founded in California, which has the highest rates of homelessness in the US. Growing up in California, I've seen how big of an issue this has been, especially if you go to places like downtown. And with prices increasing and after COVID, employment has really been impacted, which has impacted housing, and there's been a decrease in affordable housing, which has affected a lot of people. Seeing how large of an issue this was, I decided to start this organization. So ways we offer our community to get involved is by hosting donation drives, which people can participate in, and having in-person fundraisers. We recently had an online fundraiser with Krispy Kreme, and many people are participating in that. And upcoming, we will be having another in-person fundraiser on July 6th for Jollibee. And people from further locations, they can still contribute by starting a chapter or by helping us create social media posts that spread awareness on homelessness. They can work for us as a graphic designer or a researcher. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much for presenting. That was amazing. Let me go ahead and share the sequence again. So we have TLEEM Tech Medan presenting. Okay, let me go ahead and share this again. Since it seems like they might not be here, if we have Fleen Magazine here to present, that would be great.
Yeah, sure. Just give me a minute.
Okay, great.
Okay, can you guys see it?
Yeah, we could see.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Ahana Rai and I'm the one of the founders of Lian Magazine and I'm going to be representing us. So, who are we? We are a passion project, basically a non-profit organization started by me, Ahana, and my co-founder Aradhya. This organization in May 2024 and we currently have 40 members. So, what type of content do we make? So basically, our content ranges from exotic dishes to travel to movies, media, some like tech news, AI, sports, and so much more. Why did we start this organization? We long for a global community which was both informative and interesting from the perspective of a young person. And so we decided to create a magazine which connects people from all over the world. And like we have something for everyone, something that you will be interested in. So, yeah. And now, who is this magazine for? This magazine is for all the people who have been told that they dream too big, the person who dreams of exploring every corner of the world, and any person who wants to make the world their own and is ambitious, someone who strives for independence. And here are some of the challenges we faced. Since we are a fairly new organization, it was kind of hard to get people to apply through advertising. Like before, we had a CMO, and then our magazine has a global perspective, and you'll find the news that we provide to be like of a bunch of different countries, and not just like a specific country or like a specific group. So we needed a diverse team, and finding people from diverse country, like different countries, it was like kind of a hard task. And then here are some of the announcements. Our first issue is going to be coming out ideally by the end of June or like early July. So yeah, we're super excited for that. And then our team applications are still open, so you can just go onto our Insta page, and then the link is in our bio to apply. And we're also going to be collabing with Latibule magazine. We're going to be producing a series of posts with like the main overall theme being travel and adventure. And we've already got the first post, like a work in progress. So please check that out. Here are our socials. Our Instagram is @Flian_mag and our LinkedIn is Flian Magazine. And thank you. Any questions, advice, or feedback would be appreciated.
Okay, thank you so much. That was a great presentation. Next up, we have Kaleido Magazine.
Okay, hi, I'm gonna share my screen right now.
Okay, great.
Okay, so hi, my name is Jocelyn. I'm one of the co-founders of Kaleidozine, and my
Hi, I'm Padma. I'm another co-founder of Kaleidoscope.
yeah, so Kaleidozine is basically just a digital magazine, just sort of dedicated to youth matters, and it really is a zine that encompasses all sorts of work. So we really accept all writing submissions, all art submissions. This past issue, we've had people submit scripts and fashion design as well. And yeah, so our Instagram is right there. Yeah, just to sort of get started, we're going to talk about sort of what inspired us to get started. Um, so for a bit of background, me and Padma actually met in our middle school's newspaper publication. And we both come from a very STEM centered area. And so it was really nice that we could find that sort of common ground. And this was also around the time where everyone was in lockdown, and so we were all kind of stuck inside. And more than ever, we saw a need for a creative outlet in our communities. And on Instagram and stuff, we found a lot of magazines such as Rice and Spice, which I included the screenshot of, that were doing a lot of cool work and were producing a lot of like cool photo shoots, interviewing a lot of artists and writers. And we just saw that as something that we really wanted to do. And most importantly, we really wanted to create a safe space for individuals who are into literary and artworks.
Yeah, so like Jocelyn mentioned, we met and we really connected over our shared love for creative work. But even just despite of that, we didn't have a huge background in graphic design, in literary magazines. So coming up and really conceptualizing an entire scene from the ground up was a huge hurdle for us. You can see a screenshot here on the left of all the different names we went through. We eventually decided on Kaleidoscene, just the idea of telling the memoirs and the stories of our community and the youth in our community through Looking Glass and through all of the different art and writing and creative work that they produce. So you can see kind of our mood boards that we gathered to try and narrow down our aesthetics for our first edition and kind of what the process was like. So one of the biggest technical hurdles we faced was just graphic design, as neither of us had any concrete graphic design experience. And that's obviously a huge part of starting a literary magazine. So we went through a lot of different graphic design programs. We eventually decided on Adobe, and I had to learn how to use that from the ground up. And you can just see there's a lot of trial and error involved in graphic design. And not only graphic design, but the entire process of starting an organization like this. So you can kind of see some of the first drafts. We went through for graphic design. We eventually landed on the ones on the farthest to the left for our issue 1 and our logo. And then also another huge hurdle for us was that we're just very busy students. It took us almost 2 or 3 months just to get our first edition and our Instagram account and our organization off the ground. And it happens like that. We were so busy with school and other commitments that it just took us a lot of time. But, we made it. And it's just staying through that and staying dedicated to the process, no matter how long it takes, and pushing through that, that's really going to get you that success.
Yeah, and I just really want to emphasize the fact that like we really started brainstorming in like September of 2023, and this was a project that took us really months to compile all the works and to come up with a name and to come up with a concept and just like start our social media. And so this is definitely not something, a lot of passion projects are not something that you can kind of just like do really quickly. It does take a lot of time and dedication. Um, and so we're really excited to have gone started. And just in terms of future aspirations, we do have we are opening our issue 2 submission form as well as team applications later this week. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And just in general, we are really thinking about pursuing a nonprofit status as well as getting grant funding. We do plan on having a couple of photo shoots later this summer, as well as hosting fundraisers. And we do have some collaborations on the way as well. Um, and yeah, so we have our contact page here. So we have a QR code for our link tree. Our Instagram is once again kaleido.magazine. And we have our email here too. So definitely feel free to email us if you want to collab or if you have any questions. And on the right here, we have just Padma and I's personal Instagram account. So if you ever want to reach out to us to ask questions or to just simply talk about anything creative, our DMs are open.
Yeah, and just going back to what Jocelyn said earlier, we are opening up submissions for our edition 2 and team applications this week. So if you're interested in either of those or just keeping up with us and following our projects and progressions into the future, feel free to follow us on Instagram. We'd also love to hear from you. Our DMs are open. And yeah, thank you so much for having us, Project Connect. We're so glad to be here and connect with all the other nonprofits.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you so much for presenting. You guys had such an amazing presentation. Next up, we have mindful arts therapy. So it would be great if you could go ahead and share your screen.
Oh, hi everyone. I'm just trying to set up this slideshow. Hopefully it goes well. Yeah, it's great to meet you all. My name's Susan. I'm from Mindful Arts Therapy. I'm in Australia. So I'll just run through my presentation and I'd love to connect with all of you at any point. So just briefly, Mindful Arts Therapy is a combination between mindfulness and arts therapy. When they're combined, you find that you have a calmer life, a more meaningful life. They enhance your well-being and help you heal from traumas. They can also help you reach a more thorough understanding of the issues you might face and help you find solutions to the problem life throws at you. So some of the issues that I've faced as a mindful arts therapist are there's some sort of huge myths about art therapy. So I just thought I'd run through those. It's been around a lot longer than people realize. Music therapy is about 100 years old. Arts therapy itself is about 80 years old. You don't need to be creative or an artist to do art therapy at all. You certainly also don't need expensive equipment. You can do it with a pen or a bit of scrap paper. It's beneficial for adults as children and students. Pretty much anyone can do it. It's used in old aged care home, prisons, schools, sporting clubs, all sorts of places. And one of the powers of art therapy is you don't need to express yourself with words. So you can do it and not need to vocalize, because sometimes we just don't have the words to express some of the things that we've experienced. So these are some of the things that mindful arts therapy can help you with: building emotional resilience, anxiety, stress, depression, improving life skills, career and business, getting over traumatic experiences, PTSD, eating disorders, compulsive disorders, substance abuse, coping with health issues such as cancer or dementia or the loss of a limb, family relationships, and improved study habits. And that's something I really want to talk about in this presentation today. So I want to talk about art breaks. This is something I'm really passionate about. So an art break is a short period of time dedicated to engaging in artistic activities. So it could be painting, drawing, writing, just even scribbling. They can serve as a creative outlet, and they allow you to momentarily detach from the demands of your study or your work, and they provide you with a fresh escape that leads you to increased focus and productivity. So during an art break, you have the freedom to explore various artistic mediums. So whether you pick up a paintbrush or, a pen or a musical instrument, the possibilities are endless. So whatever form of art you choose, the key is to immerse yourself fully in the process, letting go of any self-judgment or any kind of expectations. One of the keys with art therapy is you can't make a mistake, which I think is really exciting. Now, you can incorporate art therapy breaks into your routine. So, whenever you're doing something, if you're overwhelmed and stressed and you just keep feeling that you're not going to cope, stand back, take an art break. Set aside a dedicated time, so you might schedule when you want to have one, or just jump up and do it whenever you feel stressed. They can be as short as a few minutes to 15 minutes to an hour. Again, it's up to you. The important thing is to prioritize this time for yourself and let your creativity flourish. So setting up a dedicated art space, you can pretty much use anywhere. You can use your desk, part of your dining table, even a cozy spot at your library. And alternatively, carry it with you. Why not have a dedicated notebook and some markers or some pencils, so you can take that art break wherever you are, whether you're on public transport or just hanging out at a cafe or something. So art breaks are not just a momentary escape from study, they're a gateway to self-expression, personal growth, and increased productivity. By incorporating art into your routine, you can create a harmonious balance between study, work, and leisure, nurturing your creative side and reaping the benefits. So next time you feel overwhelmed or stuck in a creative rut, take an art break and let your imagination soar. So thank you for giving me a few minutes to speak about these things that I'm really passionate about. I'm in Australia, so my website's mindfulartstherapy.com.au, but I'm on all the socials at Mindful Arts Therapy. So it was lovely to speak to you all, and I look forward to connecting with you. I think it's just been amazing so far. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for presenting your amazing presentation. It's so amazing to hear people present things that they're passionate about. Real quickly, we wanted to get a picture just for our socials so we could post the webinar. So if everybody could try and turn their camera on so we could get a quick picture of everybody who joined the webinar, that would be so great. And by the way, I love to see all of the amazing and kind comments in the chat. Everybody is so nice.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna take 2 pictures because there's 2 slides. So I'll count to 3, and then on 3, everyone just smile, and then I'll take a picture, and I'll do the same on the other side. Okay, so just smile throughout because I don't know which one you're on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Let me go ahead and share the sequence again. Okay, so we have Teen Animals, the scientist up next.
Yeah, I'm here. Just let me know, am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let me just quickly share the screen. So very first, as my own brief intro, I'm Faryal Mansoor from Pakistan. I am 17 years old. Currently, I'm in first year of my college and I'm pre-engineering student. As my contribution in Teens Animal Data Science, I am today representing Teens Animal Data Science and I'm ID manager and coordinator. So Animal Data Science is an organization that is quality education. Teens Animal Data Science is basically an organization which provides opportunities of debates, podcasts, interviews with professionals, actually interconnecting people from all over the world within a platform, within a single platform to actually come up with critical thinking and solve the problems and actually look over the whole platform. So yeah, Teens Animal Data Science also provides courses, science fairs, and educational posts and collaborations. Yeah, of course, collaborations are one of the most, I do believe, important part for any of the organizations. Because when we are interconnecting with other organizations, I personally believe that that single post of collaboration actually plays a crucial role in connecting the whole different worlds within a platform. So yeah, Teens Animal Data Science also offers collaborations and connecting with other organizations, summits and conferences. And I would love to announce that we are about to have an SDGs conference very, very soon in maybe July. The tentative dates are 20 July. So you can just get connected to Teens Animal Data Science to stay updated about the conference, and I will love to welcome you all there. So yeah, that was the intro of Teens Animal Data Science. But personally, I have some different experiences and different thoughts related to the passion projects because this specific gathering is for the passion projects, right? So I will love to introduce my own self. So yeah, I am a SDGs activist. I am an international learner. I actually am working on specifically SDGs nowadays. So at very initial, I have working on SDGs. I have actually mentored students from my own college, from like outsiders, a lot of people virtually, a lot of people physically. Do you know that a lot of like people around us actually faces things that are not common in society? So yeah, I do mentor them. As my like contribution in SDGs 4, I have recently published summer camp on behalf of Impact Gen, an organization working for youth, and well, I'm Director General then. So yeah, I have published a summer camp, and we will be having an open session there too. So as my like physical appearance, I have visited a lot of private and public sectors, a lot of private and government sector schools, to actually motivate guys that yeah, world is changing. You guys have to be changed with that race of the world. So yeah. So as it's my typical intro related to the passion side. So I am actually working at graphic designing side too. I am graphic designer at Envirno Madison. As I stated, I'm IT manager and volunteer coordinator at Teens Animals Science. I am working on outreaching at Helping Hands, an organization just working for quick help for interaction of community. And I'm into Jen's Mind, I'm into the Tribe for Well, I'm into Impact Gen. As I said, Impact Gen is a Pakistan based organization, so I'm working there physically, so my contribution is a bit highlighted there. So yeah, I'm Director General there. And the reason of telling these all accomplishments right now is that um, when you're talking about passion project, yeah, it's a passion project, it's my passion project, I'm working for you. So that doesn't mean that you have to actually publish something like an organization, an Instagram page, or like magazine. That's not important. Like my point of view is a bit different related to that. Like I do connect with um dozens of organizations, and my theme is that when we connect to an organization, we actually connect to people from there, we actually connect to founders from there. So when we are creating a bigger impact in community, we need people to actually connect with us. So yeah, that's my point of view, that yeah, when we are connecting with different organizations, working for them, either it is a small contribution, either it is a huge contribution, it doesn't matter. When you're working, you can actually make your own place. So yeah, becoming founder of something, becoming a like organization, arranging an organization doesn't matter, but you should be passionate that how to work, how to actually collaborate, how to actually come up with things that you want to do in future, you want to be. So yeah, that's all from my side. I hope that I haven't bored you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was beautifully said advice. Let me go ahead and share the sequence. We next up have the Stress Press project.
Hi, I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So hi, my name is Paige, and I'm the founder of the Stress Press project. I founded my project last year in August, and our main academic interest target is psychology. So some things about us: we are a group of high school students, and we're passionate about helping other high schoolers develop a strong mindset by establishing passion. And that can be academic passion, personal passion, and we do that in 3 sections on our website, which are motivation, mindset, and balance. And here's the advice for starting your own passion project. So how I decided to start Stress Press is the summer going into my sophomore year of high school. I recognized that after quarantine, everything had become digitalized. And with that, there was a lot less human interaction, connection. Everything was much more behind screens. And that really led to a lot more loneliness, depression, and social isolation. So from there, I decided that I really wanted to help others and educate others because with that social isolation came doom scrolling, lack of motivation, burnout. And after experiencing it and deciding that I wanted to change my life, I wanted to help others do the same who were struggling with the same thing. And how I do that, I believe, is really fixing your mindset because I personally think that that's really what sets all of your other health, physical, social, emotional. And moving on to how actually developing the project was difficult because a lot of things that are not talked about are finding your academic passion or personal passion and how you want to share it with others. So for me, the personal impact I wanted to make was helping and educating others. So deciding how I wanted to go about that, which was ultimately through our Instagram and our website, I decided to get inspired and really look at other people's passion projects. And that was through YouTube, social media, and asking other people around me who had begun their own successful passion projects. And then another huge problem that I ran into was knowing how impactful my content was to other people. And really, I think you have to have content that's interactive and you really want to reach out to other organizations as well because there's a great community to support everyone. So, how I decided to do that was setting up a business account on Instagram, and that really gave me the statistics that confirmed that I was reaching my target audience and the impact that I was having on others. And then further, where's Stress Press now? So we are so excited to announce that we have our first in-person workshop on October 5th in Pasadena. We will definitely be posting more about it in the following weeks. So please stay updated if you would like to come and if you're located close enough. And the following underneath that are just statistics about how we've grown our Instagram over time. But one main piece of advice I think is it doesn't really matter how many people follow you, how many people look at your account. It's really about knowing that you want to help impact others. And whether it's one person or 1,000 people, it's dedicating the fact that you are going to put the same attention and support into every single person. And further, we have our contacts. So we have our Instagram, which is at the period Stress Press Project. And then we have our website, which is a QR code. So if you want to visit, we would love if you guys wanted to join our team, collaborate, join our email chain, or just learn more. Please feel free to reach out to us. We will respond within 3 to 4 days. And then here's my contact below. If anyone ever has any questions about developing passion, finding that right mindset, or just any questions at all, I left my phone number and email on the last slide. So thank you so much to Project Connect Forum for hosting this webinar. And that's it from Stress Press today.
Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. We're so happy that we got to have you guys over today. And next up, we have Miss Nurture. So if you're here, it would be great if you could go ahead and share your screen.
Okay. Okay, can you guys see it?
I don't know if it's just for me, but oh yeah, I could see now.
Okay. You can still see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Simriddhi Garlanka, and I am the founder and creator of Miss Nurture. So let's get into it. So what exactly are we? We are a 501c3 registered student-led nonprofit based in North Texas. And our mission and goal is to raise awareness for vitamin deficiencies in young women, and we'll go more into exactly how we do that. But we're also looking forward to collaborating with other nonprofits and building a supportive community. So I mentioned raising awareness, and I kind of categorized them into these three sections: Texas legislation, social media campaigns, and community engagement. So starting with Texas legislation, I had the opportunity to draft and propose a bill to a panel of Texas legislators and senators to implement health education into the middle school curriculum. And it was a really nerve-wracking experience because I was talking in front of a bunch of esteemed people and for somewhat of a stigmatized topic, including like menstrual health and things like that. So it was kind of nerve-wracking, but at the end, looking back at the big picture, I'm glad that I did it because it obviously had a powerful impact. And our next way to raise awareness is our social media campaigns. I have linked our Instagram at the top right corner, so you can feel free and follow that. But basically, on our Instagram, we talk about different vitamins and nutrients, as you can see right here, iron, vitamin D, C, but not only this, we also talk about the bigger picture, including how it's prevalent in both underprivileged and privileged areas. For example, in this post, you can see the causes for lack of vitamin supplements. So we talk about the bigger picture as well to raise awareness. And our third way to raise awareness for vitamin deficiencies is our community engagement. So right now we have a project called Canvas of Vitality, where our members can submit a piece, like an art piece. It can be dance, drama, music, literature, or art. And basically, they can submit this piece to raise awareness about certain issues, including female empowerment, self-care, mental health, vitamin deficiencies. So I would recommend it, especially if you're interested in using your fine arts talents for a greater cause. It would be something to check out on our Instagram page. And we've also have a grant from Hershey's Heartwarming Youth for our Beyond Boundaries project. We haven't exactly used the grant yet, but we plan on creating care packets and sending them out to homeless shelters in the US as well as internationally to India and places like that. And we've also collaborated with other organizations, including Mind Out Loud, which is a podcast for mental health in teenagers. We're planning on hosting a workshop with them in somewhat early July. So if you want more details on attending that, feel free to check out our Instagram. And to end off with some tips on our nonprofit, I would say the biggest thing is when you're getting started is one of the toughest things. So having clarity on your mission, like what you want to do and how exactly do you want to implement it. Your nonprofit can revolve around raising funds or raising awareness. So figuring out exactly how you want to execute your mission. And I would say another big thing is getting started on registration because once you have your 501(c)(3), I feel like there's so many more opportunities for you, especially since you have more credibility, and you can use it to broaden your outreach a little bit more. So yeah. Thank you so much for Project Connect Forum to listen and raise awareness for our nonprofit. If you guys want to know more about our nonprofit, you can follow our Instagram account. We also have upcoming officer positions opening up soon, so if you want to make a bigger impact, that's for you. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach us through email as well. Thank you so much once again.
Yeah, of course. We're so happy to give this opportunity to so many amazing organizations. Next up, we have Diced Online Magazine.
Hi there. Hello, everyone. I was just wondering if you were still able to share the screen for me. I'm still having some technical issues.
Yeah.
Of course. Thank you so much. Welcome to Diced. Some of you may know me or us as an online magazine, but really deep down, we are a passion project at our core. If we So I'm the founder and chief editor of Diced, and I've been working in the creative writing industry for about 10 years. So I'm about to turn 21 at the end of this year. So that's about half of my life, if you really think about it, which is, I think is pretty cool. But throughout that time period, I've gone through a lot of negative things about creating art and sharing it with the world. And Diced Online Magazine is here for people to know that even though you may not be confident with whatever art or creative pieces you produce, that people are out there and they care about you, your art, and your voices. Some more information on Diced. Diced has legitimately been in official existence for approximately 2 weeks. So that's not really long in comparison to a lot of organizations that have previously spoken, but it was mainly as a personal challenge to explore within myself. I was going to say I wasn't really creative just before I created Diced. I was kind of going through a doubt period where I didn't want to do anything, as I'm sure everybody does, which is unfortunate. So that's why I made Diced, to really get creative again and build my passion up. For a passion project, I'm going to be honest, you don't need a plan. A lot of people have said that you need a plan or some kind of cohesive thought into it. My only plan was to make sure that I continued through with this passion project and that it was going to be a passion project that people could contribute to and work alongside me on. Some goals that Diced currently has is to reach more youth creatives. Currently, we're only youth-based, but the goal is to expand and open that up for more age groups. Obviously, we're a bit small and that, but we want the whole world to know about us. Youth don't deserve to have their voices quashed. We are the people of tomorrow. We are going to become that older generation who is in charge and leads the world. Everybody should know about us. We should all be encouraged, and that's one of the main purposes that Diced has. Another goal that Diced has is to ensure that all of our staff creativity is encouraged. So as a process to ensure that this happens, all of our staff are part of our selection committee, which means they vote towards round output, what kind of campaigns Diced would like to contribute to. We're currently looking at researching to start some fundraising campaigns, which is very behind the scenes. But if you go over to our Instagram, you can learn some more about that and even join the selection committee if you wish. Our third and final goal is to publish issue 1. This hasn't been shared publicly, but our expected publication date for issue 1 is July 31st. Some advice from myself is don't stick to your boundaries. I did that for the past 10 years of my creative journey. And honestly, within those 10 years, I really restricted where I could have gone, who I could have impacted, and how I could have really learned and grown creatively. To give some more background information on that, I'm predominantly a fiction writer, and I first began publishing my works on Wattpad. A few of you may know about Wattpad, and a few of you may have read a few things on Wattpad. We love that. It's a great supportive app for beginners, but I just wasn't comfortable with that. The time period on which I was using Wattpad, there wasn't really any restrictions or guidelines on what to do, how to learn appropriately and such. So my advice is step out of boundaries, your comfort zone, and follow your passion. There might be organizations or initiatives out there that somewhat align with you. And if it's a somewhat and you don't really feel 100%, don't go for it. Go for what you feel 100%. If I didn't feel Diced 100%, Diced wouldn't be here. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other founders and people who walk towards people who work towards passion projects can say the same thing. You want to make sure that you're passionate and you've got the energy and time to dedicate towards it. Another bit of advice is communicate. We have had a bit of a few issues with this at DICE communicating, and I believe it is the biggest thing when working globally is being able to say, I can't do this or I can do this. It's just being able to say yes or no and speak up for yourself. You need to be able to do this. I cannot say anything else more than that. You need to be able to communicate and use your voice. So DICE started as a casual thought, quite literally a sentence made in a notebook, which I have put in the bin. That's not a lot to begin with, but the main thing was my passion was there. And look at where I've ended up and DICE has ended up. We're a team of 20 and growing. We're all working hard behind the scenes on our first issue covering street art. And even more behind the scenes, we're making sure that our fellow youth creatives are inspired and motivated by our work. So my conclusion is a passion project is not meant to be scary, intimidating, or daunting to you. Its foundations is something that you should truly, in your heart, be passionate about. For me, it's creating an uplifting, which led to DICE. For people in this webinar and fellow youth that I've met, it's similar things. So embrace your creativity and do so by promoting your passion. Feed it, let it grow, let it build. You could achieve great things. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions? I'm more than happy to answer any questions of any kind. No, no questions? Awesome. Thank you for letting me speak. This was an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, thank you so much for the inspiring presentation. I just wanted to touch on you sort of going back and talking about how the way that you started DICE was just writing on a notepad. The way I started Project Connect, I just had the idea in a car ride, and ever since then, I just started thinking about how I could bring it to life. So it's really, you can never plan too much for these things. It really, inspiration just strikes you at any time.
Yeah, and you got to make sure that everybody understands that.
Yeah, definitely. But next up we have Tech2Med. So it'd be great if you guys could share your screen next.
Okay, hi everyone. Today I'll be presenting Tech2Med. So I'm one of the co-founders. My name is Shreya Talari, and unfortunately my other founder had to leave early, but her name's Annika Saha, and she's not here right now. But she was here earlier, and she got to hear a lot of your presentations. And just before I start, amazing presentations by everybody. It was really great to hear everyone speak. So what is Tech2Med? Tech2Med is an organization which is dedicated to exploring the intersection between technology and medicine. And our goal is to also empower students who are looking to explore the biomedical engineering field. Right now, we're posting a lot of informational posts, and recently we went to a biomedical conference in Chicago. So right now we're posting a lot of interviews with medical professionals. So our goal is to get students more involved and more aware about about new developments in the medical field, since technology is growing and expanding in different ways every single day. So how did we begin? Like I said, technology is constantly growing and changing in medicine. So because of that, we wanted to make sure that everyone is aware of these new developments, especially because medicine and technology are affecting everybody every single day of their lives. So if more people have more literacy about these new developments, it's easier for students to explore this field along with helping other people be more aware of how technology is changing their lives. And in order to do that, we decided to do it in an accessible manner through posting on Instagram, since a lot of students have access to it, and it's an easy way to get information available to a lot of students. So we, like many of the organizations here, we've faced a lot of problems with creating a defined goal for Tech2Med. Like previous speakers have said, creating a passion project is about having passion, but once you get started with that project, it can be very difficult to get everything organized and keep everything structured. One of the biggest struggles we had was trying to figure out about whether or not we should apply for to become a registered nonprofit with the government. And our suggestion, like others have said, is to get started in registration early. That way you are able to create a clear, defined goal and get support from the people around you. Another struggle that we've had is staying organized during tight scheduling. Currently, we recently created a larger team for Tech2Med, so that way we can have more support when creating our informational posts on Instagram. But because of our larger team, it's been difficult to keep everything organized and make sure everybody is able to stay on time and post correctly. So our suggestion is to make sure that you have open communication channels at all time, because that is the easiest way for everyone to keep things running smoothly. Communication is the key, and we highly encourage making sure that you have that set up early on. That way you don't face problems in the future. Where are we going? We hope to host webinars with medical professionals. That way students are able to get one-on-one experience with medical professionals in the biomedical technology field. So we hope to host webinars and potentially seminars in person. We also hope to create community events for students of all ages, such as elementary school students and especially middle school and high school students. Currently, we're based in northern Chicago, so if you're in the area, we highly encourage you to attend these events when we host them in the future. So thank you for this opportunity. You can find us on Instagram at Tech2Med, or you can contact us at hello@tech2med.org.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll go ahead and show you guys the next presenter. So next we have Cognitive Core org. So it seems that we are having some technical difficulties. If you, I don't know if you can hear me, but we could have somebody else go ahead and you can try and figure things out, if that sounds good. Okay, so next up we have Collapsia dot underscore lit. So we'll try and see if you guys can go ahead and present first.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So we wanted to have a presentation of, wait, can you see like my screen?
I don't see anything being shared right now.
Um, um, Let me know when you can see it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Calopsia, hold on, let it load. So this is Calopsia Literacies Magazine's background. So why we are here, we wanted to give youth an outlet to learn how to share literature at their own disposition. Many magazines, especially literature magazines, don't allow minors to submit due to ownership licenses, but Calypsia is dedicated to letting youth able to not only understand magazines and how they process, but share their thoughts, feelings, and mind through words or art. While we specialize in classical literature and poetry, we accept all forms of art. We've had paintings, we've had photography, we've had some fashion before, we've had play scripts, we've had poetry, we had many types of literature, many types of art. We started in around mid-May of this year, and while we only have 4 dedicated workers, since we like to keep it more local, we are having more upcoming staff hiring, so look out for that. Um, So a bit more background on who I am. My name is Jaren Lopez. I'm from Florida, and I'm the founder of Calypsia. Like stated, Calypsia is a literacy magazine dedicated to let youths able to submit their works. Some of my favorite hobbies are photography, writing, and watching films. So some challenges that Calypsia faces. Um, a big one that we faced at the start is marketability. It's hard to start an account from scratch, specifically targeting a certain audience. It's also harder to engage that audience, making them see something that's creative, engaging, innovative. So a really helpful way that we started is contacting other passion projects and magazines that helped us, like by following, by engaging with our posts and our stories and things of the such. Um, Another challenge, especially in the market of magazines, is just getting your name out there in general. Um, Having a team could really help because you have different mindsets, you have different viewpoints on a post, projects, or something of that nature. You also have to be innovative. You have to be creative. You have to have something that stands out from the crowd. So this is our segment on stress and how passion projects are difficult. Passion projects are difficult to juggle when you have other things such as school sports or extracurriculars, jobs, things of the such. So when dealing with this, you should always think about yourself. Think of what you can handle and always know that even if passion projects are important and important to your passions, your mental and physical health is more important than anything. Furthermore, passion projects take time and effort, so try scheduling staff meetings and try finding pockets of free time that you can have to work on your passion project. Um, Calopsia, for example, has been a bit busy, but we've still had found time to post things, make creative projects, and make things as an innovative group in general. So the reason why passion projects are so important is because it creates a fun and safe place for you to share your passions, but it can also connect you with people with similar passions and even help others through fundraisers and donations. One of the biggest mistakes is thinking that a passion project is useless. Even if it only helps a small or certain group of people, passion projects can still help people. It can help youth. It can help people looking for things in the medical field, writing field, artistic field. Everything could be helped by passion projects. So a little bit of ways that you could help us out is you could add our Instagram at Calopsia_lit. We have our email at the bottom by the 7 if you can see it. We have some upcoming projects. We want to get a website up soon, also a blog that we want to open soon. We're also open for collaborations. Please, if you want any collaborations, email us at our Gmail at the bottom. We have our issue 1 magazine open right now and our weekly page project where we share a poem a week to our Instagram. And we have the Calm Reads project that we just opened today, detailing calm readings of poetry and stories alike. Thank you all for your time.
Great, thank you so much for your presentation. Let's see if Cognitive Core is able to present now.
Hello. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier, but figured it out. So it's so awesome to be able to meet with all of you and share my passion project with you, Cognitive Core. Okay. So Cognitive Core was made to share the passion of neuroscience with other individuals interested in the field. We want to spread awareness about how important your mind is and the intricacies of the brain, especially as students. We cover everything from the evolution of neuroscience to how to reach optimal brain health and more on our blog and social media. So I am the founder of Cognitive Core, and I started Cognitive Core because I have always been fascinated with neuroscience and I aspire to be a neurosurgeon. I have not met a lot of others that are interested in neuroscience, so I created Cognitive Core to help every student passionate about neuroscience as well. Collaboration. Cognitive Core is a very new passion project, so we're still looking for members to join our team. This can be writing blogs, creating social media posts, and strategies to improve our organization. All of your passion projects are so inspiring by creating such phenomenal projects, and we are always open to collaborating to help pave the way for a brighter future as students. And thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you so much for presenting. I'm so glad we were able to figure that out. Let's go ahead and see. We have youth.initiatives.cd up next.
Hi guys, I'm just gonna get my screen up. All right, so hi everyone. Thank you so much for inviting us here tonight to connect with everyone. We're really excited to be here. So I'll just go ahead and jump right into it. So my name is Rachel and I am the founder of Youth Initiatives and Community Development. We're also formally known as Youth Initiatives Durham. We are based here out of Ontario, Canada, and we have a team that extends even into the States, and we have some interest even in India. So we're a very international team with a lot of great team members. Just a little bit about the initiative itself. I started this group about almost 4 years ago now. During the pandemic, it came around Christmas time, and I wanted to help out people in my community who I knew were struggling. So we did a giant granola bar collection, ended up collecting over 2,600 granola bars, and we're able to give them out to people in need and family in needs in our community. This was a really inspirational project for me because I realized that there are so many people who wanted to help, especially during the pandemic, and just getting involved and giving a virtual sense of community was huge. Especially for me as a high school student, I needed, some sort of outreach. So I was super excited to get the project going. We quickly grew into a team of almost, I think we're going on now 30 volunteers across a variety of different teams, all of which I oversee. So a little bit just more about some of our programs that we offer. We have a large variety of everything, which can be challenging. I know a lot of other organizations touched on this already, but time management is definitely can be difficult sometimes. We've had it happen where when we're all the way at school, because I started my post-secondary studies in the fall, And those were a whole new set of challenges that I was facing alongside still trying to manage the volunteering organization. So we've cut back on certain programs, but we're excited to welcome them back this summer and continue them into the fall as they were really successful and meaningful to our communities. So as a small note, we do offer volunteer hours for all of our programs to encourage high school students to get involved and to reach out beyond just kind of their basic volunteering opportunities. We try to be as unique as we can in what we offer. So something that's really cool that we're offering this month is our Rainbow Walk, where you get up to 7 volunteer hours just for walking and taking pictures of objects that remind you or that represent each color of the pride flag. It's super cool and a lot of fun. So we welcome everybody to sign up, even if you don't want volunteer hours. Just touching as well on some of our more unique programs. We started just this year our Raw Student Education, which sorry, which aims to foster a greater connection between post-secondary students and high school students. It can be a difficult transition coming from high school straight out of grade 12 and going into this new world that they call university or college. So this service offers information about scholarships as well as a mentorship program where you can connect with our chair members who are current students in the programs, potentially at the schools that you're looking at. We offer great webinars this summer, like how to, pick your residence, how to pick your courses, what to look for in your courses, how to prep for the fall, how to prep for residence. So it's really great. We also have international schools as well, so it's not just focusing on our Canadian institutions. And the last thing I'll just mention before I turn it over to questions is our Smiles for Seniors card drive. So this project has been running for about a year, going on 2 years now. It's a really cool project that we have where we invite different organizations to help collaborate with us on different themes. So in the past, we've done different like Model United Nation ones. We've looking forward to planning some MedLife ones. So all about what it's like to be a nurse or a doctor or be in med school and just inspiring different themes. We also connect with elementary schools and high school students, have clubs. You can run clubs at your school. We have a forum that's open for that. And this is just a really cool way to help in your community. We donate all of the cards to local senior homes. So it's super, super fun, super easy. It's a great time. All of our volunteers love it. And it looks really great on resumes and post-secondary applications too. So if you're looking to get involved with any of these projects, we have application forms here and we're always accepting new team members. So if you want to send us a message on Instagram or connect via email, either one of those options will respond. And I'll send these links in the chat as well in case anyone's interested. But yeah, that's everything from me. And I'm super, super happy to have been here and hear from all these other amazing organizations. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming and presenting. We're close to the end, so thank you all for sticking along. We have Hearts to Heal next. I'm not sure if you guys joined, so please let me know if you are on the call or not. Okay, I don't think so. And then we also had JFK NF Club. I'm not sure if you guys joined either, so I'm just checking in to see before we head on to our last presentation. Okay, so it sounds like we're near the end. We're at our last presentation. We had one more speaker who couldn't be here today, but wanted to record a video so we could all see it. So let's go ahead and play that. Also, please let me know if you can hear the video. Last time we had some difficulties, so I just want to make sure everyone can hear.
Hey everyone, my name is Nathila Vijayan, and I'm the founder.
Can you guys hear? Okay, great. But it's also sped up just to make sure that the Zoom wouldn't last too long.
Hey everyone, my name is Nathila Vijay, and I'm the founder of MedDiscoveries. Thank you so much for being at this webinar and listening to my presentation. Unfortunately, I could not be here present at the webinar, but would love and I'm so excited to share about my passion project with you all, so I'm sending it over video. First of all, what is MedDiscoveries in the first place? MedDiscoveries is a platform where new medical discoveries are posted every Friday. Well, actually, not really every Friday, but basically every day now, because there's just so many new discoveries posting up, coming up on the news, and it's summer, so I'm just super excited and to blog about new articles to reach more people about this. Also, this is a place where medical nerds can connect, like myself. I am a huge medical nerd, and don't be shy to comment about new discoveries that you found. This is a place where medical nerds are allowed to nerd out, so don't you dare be scared on this. Anyways, please scan the QR code that's below to reach my direct blogging website. This is where I post all of my blogs like to the full length so that you can read all of the information that I put out on here. If the QR code doesn't seem to be working, here's also the link to it as well. I'll give you a couple seconds. Great, okay. So first of all, how did MedDiscoveries even begin in the first place? Well, to be honest with you, I was a huge medical nerd when I was in middle school. I loved to read new articles, blogs about anything that was posted in medicine, especially new discoveries. So because I love doing this, but unfortunately, it was kind of difficult for me to read all of these articles because they were just so like hard to read. They had such complex terminology, and it was really difficult for me to decipher. I had to go to Google, I had to go to other resources to try to figure out what these top level research scientists are trying to say. And as a middle schooler, it was kind of hard. So this is exactly where MedDiscoveries comes into play. I take these research articles that are pretty difficult to understand, and I try to put them in simpler terminology so that more people can understand this and gain new knowledge about what's going on in the healthcare industry. These people are doing so many things. They're working so hard day and night. And if these articles are really hard to understand and read, it's not really reaching a large audience, and not a lot of people can appreciate what they're doing. So this is exactly what MedDiscoveries is a factor of. My most popular blog, or should I say the most blog that's personal to me, is the new small cell cancer drug. When I saw this come up on the news, wow, I was shocked. I just stood there for 2 minutes staring at the screen because this was an unimaginable, groundbreaking discovery that I just cannot even believe that happened. Like mankind has gotten so far that they were able to find this. Cancer is such a huge part of our lives today, and so many people are getting affected by it. And also in my family as well. My grandmother, who was my favorite person in the world, unfortunately got affected with small cell lung cancer and passed away from it in 2019. I really wish that this drug was there back in 2019, but unfortunately there wasn't that much technology and knowledge about cancer that this drug was able to be found. I hope that people who are administered with this drug can make more memories with their loved ones and can have a longer lasting life. What is the MedDiscoveries vision? My vision is pretty big, to be honest with you. As the founder, when I've been thinking day and night about so many things that MedDiscoveries can achieve, hopefully, in the future. Right now, I don't have many people that are involved with MedDiscovery, but I hope that eventually, at one point during my high school years and beyond, that I can involve more people into MedDiscoveries to get more people excited about what's going on in the healthcare industry. And maybe even people who probably didn't like medicine in the first place, I hope they would start to love it now, just like I do. And once again, I hope I can reach more people. What social media apps is MedDiscoveries on? Well, here are the apps that I'm on. I'm on Snapchat, Instagram, and WhatsApp. For my Snapchat, please scan the QR code. I will add you. And here's my Instagram. Also, please add me on Instagram. This is like my main social media platform that I use where all my blogs are posted. I really recommend if you want to go and read my blog, see new posts, go onto Instagram. Also, WhatsApp is also there too. This is because, well, my grandparents, uncles, they don't really have the other social media websites, platforms, should I say. So I also created a WhatsApp so they can use it. So if you would like to maybe ask your grandparents as well, if they don't have these social media apps, you can ask them to add me on WhatsApp too. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. If you're interested in partnering with me, please DM me on Instagram at MedDiscoveries. Well, not just partnering, but anything at all. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you just like to say anything, just throw something out there, please DM me on Instagram. And also, let me be honest with you too, all of you guys out there who want to start a passion project, I really recommend that you just go for it. Everyone says that you need a team, but let me be totally honest with you, you don't need a team. You don't just need a team to start a passion project. You need your passion, your skills, your ability to do it, and your willingness to go forth and take the step to be able to do your passion project. To be honest, as I said before, I didn't have many people. I had no one actually when I started. I started it myself on the first go. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to do this. And right now, currently, I have 160 followers, and I hope that my follower count goes greater. And thank you so much to Project Connect for allowing me to present on this webinar. And I really hope that I can reach more people with MedDiscoveries. Also, just be on the lookout. I am about to post some applications in a couple weeks for new positions that are at MedDiscoveries. If you would like to apply for my positions because you're interested based on my presentation, please do so. And please DM me if you have any questions. And also, please like my posts and follow me if you like my blogs. Thank you so much once again, and have a great day, guys.
Okay, and that was
Hey everyone, my name is Nathila Vijay.
And that was our last presentation, so we finally made it to the end. If anybody here is joining because they were interested in starting a passion project, It would be great if you could ask any questions that you have, and anybody would be happy to answer them. Okay, so it seems that we don't have any questions. That's great. So thank you all for attending and presenting. You guys had some amazing presentations, and throughout all of them, I could tell that you guys are so passionate about what you do. I'm really happy that you guys were able to spread the word about your opportunities and just spread your passion. Thank you so much, everybody, for attending. Bye. Have a good one, everyone.